Welcome to CS105, everyone. I'm Patrick Young. I've been a lecturer in the computer science department for over 20 years, and I specialize in teaching non-technical students about computing and computer science. CS105 provides a broad-based introduction to computer science and computing for non-technical students. I think this is a very important topic as so much of your life is now online or done with computers. Having a good understanding of what the strengths and weaknesses of computers and the internet are is really important. As Stanford students, we view you all as potential future leaders of the 21st century. And as you move forward as leaders or just as citizens, having an understanding of how computing works and how the internet works and how the underlying technology works is going to be critical as you make decisions for either your organizations or for our country or for our world. And so that's really what we're looking at for CS105. We're trying to provide you with a broad background so you can understand what's going on, whether you read news articles or you're confronted with business decisions or personal decisions having to do with computing. That you'll have a good idea on what's going on. Along the way, we're going to teach you some practical skills. We're probably going to spend about 30 to 40% of the class working on web pages and web technology. And we're going to get to building some quite complex web pages. And by the end of our time working with web pages, I'm going to show you how to reproduce parts of the New York Times front page and the Washington Post front page using the technologies we're going to be teaching you. In addition, we're going to be showing you, talking in quite some depth about issues like computer security. We're going to spend a full week talking about computer security, how your computer can get attacked, how you can protect your computer. We're going to be spending time talking about computer graphics, how those 3D visuals in movies are made. We're going to talk about how 3D music works. We're going to spend a bit of time programming so you have a sense of what programming looks like. So we're going to be covering quite a few topics. And as I said, we will actually be covering some of them in a fair bit of depth. At one point, we're going to take apart a computer and show you what the different parts of the computer look like. We're going to talk about how the internet works and how the internet doesn't work, some things that can go wrong with the internet. So overall, I think this is a really fun, really interesting class. I'm somewhat biased since I created the class, but I think it's a great time, and I'm looking forward to working with all of you.